Pete Botha at Dare to Dream Racing is joining us to take us through his runners and lovely first timers. So, Pete, race one, you've got William's Legacy, a William Longsword colt. What are you expecting with Keenan Up?
Vicky, look, I'm not really too sure what to expect. I can tell you that in work he's shown me that he's actually a very smart horse. And I thought he was a type of horse that could probably win first time out, even though not quite prepared. But when we passed him through the pens, he was hopelessly slow out. So I'm not too sure. I think he is good enough on what he shows at home, but he's probably going to be very green. He also came off the bit for the first time, and when coming off the bit, he seems to just wander all over the show. So he's probably going to be very green and probably be a bit slow away as well, and more run on well, I think. So at best, I'm probably hoping for back end of quartets.
Race two, Cat's Meow, Keenan Up, the Pomodoro filly out of a Black Manouche mare.
Yeah, very nice filly. I think she's got a lot of potential, but when she goes around the turn, when she goes a little bit further, this should be a bit short for her. Very strong race, but I think she's a filly with a little bit of class, and again, I'm hoping that she can surprise me a little bit and run maybe back end of quartets. I don't believe that she's done enough to win a race like this. But she is a very nice filly and something that you probably want to keep your eye on going forward. Look, these races, it's very tough. These are a lot of first timers in the race, and hopefully she can maybe pop up and surprise me a little bit. But realistically, I'm hoping for back end of quartets.
So one for the notebook there. Race 3, Ponte Vecchio. She takes an open company, but it seems she's back over the 1,000 metres.
Yeah, and also back at Kenilworth. So her last run, I think, is just best ignored. She's had 2 runs at Durbanville, and both of those runs have been horrible runs. So she clearly just doesn't like the Durbanville racecourse. I think she's pretty well. It's obviously again, there wasn't really a race for her, and she's got to take on the boys again, which is not easy, and quite a competitive field this, but not a filly that you can ignore. I know the last time when she ran against the boys, she was actually the best weighted horse in the race. Now she's not, but I think she's quite an honest filly at Kenilworth. So you probably have to include her, but not the easiest race for her.
Race 4, Swift Action is scratched, and then you've got the 2 runners in race 6. First of them, Ragnar Lothbrock. He seems to sort of be knocking on the door.
I'm very pleased that his last 2 runs have been promising runs. I mean, they were strong races, and he ran good races, because he's a horse. Every time he runs, I keep thinking he's going to win, but he just doesn't bring it on race day. But his last 2 runs have shown that he has got the potential. It's just about getting the best out of him, and again, I think if I go purely on his work, I think he's probably a winner in this race. But I'm just hoping for another good, honest run from him.
You also saddle Sonic Burst. She looks course and distance suited.
Yeah, look, she was supposed to run last week in a race that got cancelled. There weren't enough acceptances, and that was the ideal race for her. This is quite a tough race, but there wasn't much on the program, so I thought we might as well take our chances here. And she is a filly with a lot of ability, so she's just getting to the end of her career now. Again, I think she's very, very well within herself. I mean, she sprinted up on Saturday, and her sprint up was fantastic, and she came back afterwards and rolling and just seemed to be in a really good space. So I think she's a filly in a very good space, but unfortunately a tough race. So she will be there. I'm pretty confident that she will be there. Whether it's good enough to win in a race like this, we'll have to wait and see. But I think she has to go into all your permutations.
Thank you very much, Pete. All the best.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Pete Botha from Dare to Dream Racing.